Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chamber here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Now in today's video, the holidays are coming up, so I thought, why don't I make a list of stuff that you can give the gamer in your life, in your family, a gamer that you're gifting things to maybe around these times. Now, I know a lot of times they may say, well, I don't know what I want, or they always want something. They just don't want to tell you. So I thought, I got my Santa hat on. Why don't I be Santa and gift you with awesome ideas on things to upgrade? Obviously, these may work for them, they may not. Obviously, do what you think they'd look at. Maybe ask for a picture of their setup. Maybe you can look at it and be like, well, maybe this could do something better. Maybe, they're fine on this. Just thinking about that. Something very cool. I've made a bunch of different options for you guys. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, hit the like button down below and subscribe if you guys are new. Got a bunch of new videos coming. So let's get right into it. So I've made a Google Doc for you guys. I'll link it down below. First link in the description. I'll also link all of these things in here. Possibly with this Google Doc, I might be updating it and stuff. So you might want to look at this Google Doc and be like, is there anything else? Just as a disclaimer, all the Amazon links are affiliate links, which means I do make something off of you using these links. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with setup stocking stuffers. This is your stuff that's like $25 and under, little things, but the little things can go a very long way. Cable ties. I don't know how many times that zip ties have come in handy. They come in handy for just tightening up your cables because, let's be honest, you've all seen that person. You all have that setup. And you're just like, I don't need cable. Just throw the cables everywhere. Well, let's stop that. Make it clean. Make the setup clean. We got a bunch of different ones for $15. Good deal. Everybody, you're always going to need a zip tie at least some point. So obviously having different sizes, depending on your cables, depending on what you're using it for. You can use them for your PC. You can use them for the actual desk. You can use it to like hold something together. I don't know which you'll use your zip ties for, but whatever. Now we're going to look at a flood light. These are very cool. I don't have any. I've seen a lot of very cool things with them. Obviously have some cool little color changing maybe in the background if they're a streamer, so that their viewers can be like, well, this is kind of cool. Like, they got a cool little setup. Obviously you can do this. I think that for slightly more, you can actually get a 2-pack of these. They're controlled by your phone, very easy. And this is a lot better than getting something that you have to control with your computer. Because I've said this before, I'll say it again. Don't want to have software on your computer that you got to control stuff with. It's so annoying. Obviously, don't really like that. But hey, it'll look cool. It's waterproof, so in case you I don't know, spit on it or something, or spill the Mountain Dew, I don't know. It's 100 watts, so it's pretty bright too. Oh, it's a 2-pack for $41. So let's say, hey, you're feeling generous. You can be like, hey, I'll spend the $20 extra on you. I've decided that I care about you this holiday season. And now we're going to the next one, a cell phone stand. I have one on mine, don't really use it, but this one can be pretty cool because one thing is I don't like looking down, so you could lift this up, use the side of your monitor. And let's say you see I got my phone here. I can just put it right here. So let's say while I'm gaming, look at it, see a notification, see what's going on. Super light also, it looks cool. And you can also get a all black one if you're going for that all black aesthetic for an extra $1. And it's Amazon Prime. So that's the setup stocking stuffers. That's the $25 and under. Now let's get to the next price bracket. We're now on to the next price bracket and stuff. This is like gaming gear. This is cool little things that you can give that will up their gaming gear, up their, I don't know, their competitive gamingness, but you're not going to break the bank either. We're going to start with the Razer Viper Mini. There's no other mouse that competes at this price. I don't care. You get an awesome sensor. You get cool looking lights. You get a good shape at a smaller size. So it's lighter for the people who like lightweight mice. And you can easily fingertip it. There's a couple of issues that used to happen with the mouse. It's been fixed now. It's 25% off now. It's still under the $50 price tag, even when it's not on sale. So this $40 price tag, that's still an awesome deal. So just think, oh no, it's not on sale anymore. Don't beat yourself up about it. You can also get it in, I don't know I think this is just for the wireless so you can get the different colors, but obviously it looks cool. And now we're going to go to another Razer product that I think is awesome. The Razer Gigantus V2 mousepad. This mousepad came out earlier this year. It's a very cool mousepad. It glides good. I don't have one personally. I've seen a lot of people using it, recommended to a lot of people, because for this price, there's nothing that competes to it. This is a very big, I think it's about 17, it's about 18 by 16 inches, a little bit shorter than that, but you still have places, it won't fit your keyboard unless you, actually it won't, unless, I don't know how. You can also get, I think this one's $50 exactly, if you want someone to fit their whole desk. This is 48 inches long by like 22. It's basically the width of my desk plus almost my whole entire width. I thought that was pretty cool. Just thought that you should know that. But for just using your mouse, just get the large one. It's all the gamer's gonna need. Now a mouse bungee. I don't think a lot of people really understand the importance of a mouse bungee. I have one. It's right here. As you can see, I'll even full screen my camera. You can see it's right here. I've had it for about 2 years now. Best thing ever. So if you have, like, let's say they have a wireless mouse, put their receiver up so you get slightly better connect. You don't really, it's just make sure it stays in one place. For me, it's really nice because it lifts my cable up on my current G Pro wired mouse. $15. You can get a bunch of cool colors. I just went with this one because this is, I think, the cheapest option. Obviously, if they're going for a certain color, like let's say they're going for pink, blue, something like in between a couple of these colors, go with maybe which one fits their setup best. Unless you also want to give them paint and let them DIY it. I don't know. Now, putting keycaps. Now, these are actually, so when I was first building this list, these were slightly more expensive. So the all black ones are slightly more popular. I have put in keycaps. I'll show you. I actually have them by a different company, but these are by Matrix if you're interested. But these are HyperX. They're PBT, so they will last a little bit longer than the standard keycaps that come on someone's keyboard. They won't get all greasy and like disgusting like the school ones that you've seen before. Something to think of. Honestly, this is something I recommend for almost any keyboard. Buy a set of keycaps. Just get nice keycaps. You're going to enjoy your keyboard a little better. It's going to last longer too, so you're going to get more use out of it instead of, oh no, I broke a key, or oh no, this key is disgusting, like my W key is disgusting. Just, these will last a lot longer. And hey, you get more RGB, so get a little more lighting. And that's something that for a lot of people is very cool. Let's go on to the next price bracket now. This price bracket, I call it the not so budget because, you know, you're getting up there, but also you're not spending your whole, like, this is the one present. I don't know. Just obviously this is like you're starting to get up in price. So there's 2 things in here that are like setup upgrades and then 2 things that are for the PC gamer. They're not a PC gamer if they're a console player or they're like on a laptop. These won't apply to them, but I think they're really cool. So the first 2 apply to anyone. So we have the HyperX Cloud Alphas. These are headsets I recommend to people. Everybody loves HyperX. HyperX is known for awesome quality. So if you cannot actually get the HyperX Cloud Alphas, there is also the HyperX Cloud 2s. They go for about the same price. They have slightly different noise sounds like in your headphones, but they will sound about the same. I personally prefer the Alphas because they're a little thicker around your ears, give you a little more padding. That's what I prefer. These come with a really good microphone. So let's say you're on a console or something, or you don't have a standard microphone like I do, you could go with this and it'll sound really good. Next thing, please get a second monitor. If you are if let's say you want to start out streaming, you want to have 2 monitors so you can look at your chat, look at what you're doing. Or in my opinion, what's slightly more important to me is just having more room. You can play your Discord, you can see your Discord messages, you see what song you're playing, and like let's say Spotify or iTunes. Or what I think is really cool is you can be like, ooh, I want to watch a YouTube video. Like, let's say you want to watch one of my awesome videos while you're playing a game. You can do that. $100 for one, 75 hertz, so you don't have to be on that 60 hertz gang. Let's say you want to be on, this is your starting out monitor. They want to get into like a competitive console, or they want to switch to eventually a PC. They're going to have a really good time with this good starting out monitor. And now we're going to go to the PC components. The G.Skill Flare X. I was going to recommend a 3600 megahertz kit, but to be honest, this kit is 3200 CL14. So 3200 CL14 will basically work on every motherboard. That's why, for example, Gamers Nexus uses it for their benchmarks. It says AMD Ryzen. That doesn't mean it's just going to be on AMD Ryzen. It'll work on Intel motherboards like a Z370, Z390, Z490. I wouldn't say I recommend it for a Z490, but it'll work. It just says that because this is memory made a while ago when AMD was having memory issues. I'd recommend this RAM. You can overclock it if you want to. And then if you want to, you can get a red version, I guess. But I wouldn't see why you'd want to. Just get the all black. It's from Newegg. So Newegg is trustworthy. Don't think that just because it's not on Amazon, it's not trustworthy. This is basically, in my opinion, what I see the Amazon equivalent, but just for PC parts. Now let's get to Seagate Ironwolf. So I know what you're going to think. This is a NAS drive. This is like a server drive. It's 7200 RPM, which is all that really matters. It's going to perform good. And I know most people like, just get the 2 terabyte. I'm going to recommend a 4 terabyte. Games are getting huge. Like I know Call of Duty, like how much is Call of Duty Warzone size? And then I know like Cold War, 170. I think it's actually over 240 gigabytes now. And then Cold War is huge. I don't know how big games like, 190. Like you're literally going to fill up a 2 terabyte in not that long with certain games like that. So I just say, hey, go with something that's going to last you for a couple years. I say a 4 terabyte is the new minimum for a hard drive. That's all for like your setup upgrades and your PC upgrades. Now we're going to actually get to like actual like a high-end setup upgrade, and then we're also going to go to a computer, a laptop. That's going to be like really high-end, but it's going to be value-oriented at the same time. Let's get right into that. We have a $375 monitor to almost a $1,200 laptop on here. These are all like the high-end stuff. So this monitor right here, this is by Alienware. Alienware is very trustworthy. And the reason that I really trust this monitor is because I'm going to recommend that you get the HF model. Don't get the H model. It doesn't have what's called display scaling. So that's going to mean, let's say you lower your resolution, you're going to be actually getting some input lag. Get this one in case you want to do forced display scaling. I'm not going to talk about that very much, but the main real things that are important on here are it has 240 hertz on here, so it's going to be super duper smooth. It has G-Sync if you use that. I don't recommend it. Well, it's technically FreeSync, but G-Sync compatible. It'll work. It has a nice, it has a nice stand to height adjust. Not a big fan of how the stand works, but all 240Hz monitors are like that, sadly. It has HDMI 2.0, which a lot of people don't really care about. They're like, I want to use DisplayPort. Don't use DisplayPort. HDMI feels faster. I'm using it partially because of my capture card though, but it's good. LCD, so it's going to be fast. This is the monitor for your competitive gamer that's like, I'm going to play CSGO, Valorant, Fortnite, games like that. Maybe Call of Duty if they have a really beast rig, but it's for the people who are playing big games on esports. And now let's say your kid was like, or whoever you're buying for is like, I want to get into gaming. Now this actually did just go up, so I will modify that in here, but I'm still going to recommend this. There was some other rigs I was looking for and they had slightly better graphics cards, but the GPUs weren't as good. And I'm going to recommend that no matter what you go for, I'm going to recommend you do not go with an HP or like a Dell pre-built, like an Alienware. I just have an issue with that because they don't have motherboards that are actually by like a real company. like for example an Asus, ASRock, all that stuff. What I'm gonna so someone like iBuyPower, CyberPower, and NZXT will actually use real motherboards. I actually checked. Now they don't have the brand on here, but I'm going to guess that just looking at this board, it's a ASRock motherboard. They do not say the RAM on here. It's 16 gigabytes, I can tell, but they don't tell the speed. I'm gonna guess that this is not an overclocking motherboard. I can say that because of the Intel. Now, I know for people like, yo, Intel's still faster for gaming. I don't care what you say. And I'm gonna recommend a 1660 Ti. I know this will be like, why a 1660 Ti? If you're streaming, be on an NVIDIA graphics card. I don't want you to maybe get higher performance in gaming, but then you're gonna be struggling while streaming. This is the best PC, in my opinion, for your money. I know there's people like, but Intel, then get an AMD system. You don't have to listen to me on this. This is what I recommend. I think that it looks all right. It has 3 fans of the intake is good. Not a big fan of a couple of things in the case just because of the airflow, but it's going to keep this CPU nice and cool. You're going to get everything. You're going to get a 240 gigabyte SSD and a 1 terabyte hard drive. That's what I have in my system. I don't have any issues. Hey, let's say that later down the road, you can, maybe get this 4 terabyte hard drive. I don't know. But, you also get, I believe you get Wi-Fi. So if you use Wi-Fi instead of Ethernet, I don't know why, but you can do that. You get a keyboard and a mouse. So maybe you can justify spending a little extra money and then upgrading to a mouse later. But let's say, you like to move around. You like to go around places. You don't like to sit at the same desk, or you just go different places. Can't really do that right now, but get a laptop. Now, I'm going to really recommend this laptop. You're basically getting it for the same price as the PC, but you're actually, so I know you're going to think RTX 2060 and a 10750H. These are not as fast as their desktop counterparts. They're limited by the size of the actual laptop. It's an Acer Predator. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to say that you could bring this in. Well, I could say if you turn off the RGB, you probably could actually bring this to like work or school and people wouldn't know that you're a gamer unless they knew Acer. So 1920 by 1080, which is all you need for a laptop. You're not going to notice a difference in 4K or 1440p. 144 hertz is way more important. So you can show all your friends and be like, my PC's smoother than yours. Ha ha ha. I don't know. RTX 2060. So if you use RTX, you can do that. 6-core processor up to 5 gigahertz. You're not going to get up to 5 gigahertz all the time, but hey, 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. So a super fast storage. You can store a couple of games on there. And you actually have another M.2 slot, which is the smaller size, or you have one hard drive bay. Now, I actually was not able to see what size that is. I'm going to guess it's the smaller 2.5-inch one though. You get Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and the Ethernet, which is, that's something underrated in a laptop. Get always that so that you can, let's say you want to plug in, get slightly better internet, then you can do that. This is an awesome laptop. Recommend it. I mean, obviously it has the numpad so you can do like school, I don't know, maybe do accounting on there. You got a turbo boost button, which is kind of just a joke, but hey, you're gonna see things faster. You're gonna see things twice as fast. I don't know, but that's all for these. Just remember, I am going to be upgrading these as it goes on, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If this did help you picking out gifts for people, hit the like button down below and subscribe. Share this with someone and be like, or maybe you watch this video and you're like, hey, I want this, or you can send them the link. Everything will be down below in the description. I am actually going to change one thing right now as we're talking, and that is the PC. So 1197, maybe it'll go down. Prices are subject to change. I'm not really gonna look at them much, but obviously, maybe let's say that you're checking, you see the prices have increased. Maybe you could just tell me down below and I'll edit it for you guys. But that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hit the like button down below, subscribe, I've said that like 3 times. I'm not going to say it anymore. Later, guys.